Alright, what I have here is a tool that I have been working on for like a month or two. Um, and why I decided to make it is because I was tired of making material expressions, and then copy and pasting the old input and the old variable from the old one that I made and putting it into the new one, and then just changing a few things around. It was getting kind of annoying, so I sat down and decided to try to make like a application that would do it for me. Um, and this is kind of the result. And pretty much mainly like doing one of them's not so bad. My issue was kind of like doing that like with an input um for the material expression, because like especially if you want it to be tied, if you want this variable to be tied to the input, and the input, does it require an input or not? If not, it's false. If it's true, if it does, then it's true. For example, over here, if you just got it by itself, you'd put true or whatever because it needs an input to work. Um, but I got tired of writing all that stuff over and over and over, or copy and pasting, so I decided to make this. Um, Felt kind of simple, lightweight, and it allows me to do what I wanted to do originally. And then I expanded upon it and made it a little bit bigger. It has a member list and a print log and a clear, or an out log or whatever, kind of like you'd see in Visual Studios. Um, but it allows you to come in here and also make them too, because I was adding this part to make this, and then I was like, well, I mean, if I'm gonna do that, why don't I just also have something where I can make them really quick, and then pop them out, and then just go in and compile, and start working. Because my whole goal really was just to get to the. I mean, if you don't know how to write a material expression, you're probably not gonna understand what I'm talking about. But at least inside of material expressions, you want to pretty much, my whole goal was to get to the compile section where you actually physically write the damn code, because it's a whole bunch of steps. You got to do your inputs, and then like if you want to hide your inputs, you got to call a bunch of things from the interface thingy that's in it or whatever. It's a whole bunch of goobity gob of bullshit. Well, I wanted to circumvent a lot of that and just make it easier, where I could slap these in, then go over to the thing, fill out the few things for the names and the whether or not I want one of the inputs to be hidden or not, and then get to the compile section and then write the code for it. And this allowed me to do that. But then, like I said, I expanded on it, made it a little bit bigger. Um, as you can see, it's created right there. And now what we can do, you can click on it instead of a folder, because create requires you to have a folder selected. Modify requires you to have a file selected. Yeah, I know there's like some glitchy shit going on here, but there's not much I can do about it right now. Having like a custom theme and a custom scroll bar kind of makes fucking Windows want to poop itself half the damn time, and I'm not really the best at coder, so I don't know what's going on too much, but I'll get down to brass and fix it later. But either way, you can also modify it, which adds stuff. Now, I need to update the member list to show after the modify button is pushed. But, oh, and I need to fix it to not have a damn fucking I bar. Go back to the pointer. Oh, yeah, I need to fix that later. Either way. Um, but I added the member list so you can see what you've added and stuff. Because eventually I'd like to make it to where you could even have maybe the definitions. You can make definitions or whatever and put them in there. Um, and I guess it's kind of complicated at the moment because you're printing to line 21 down in the C or in the H. And what it will do is if you make another one, it will just print to those same lines but move everything down. Like what I just wrote there will get moved down if I do this. And yes, you have to do this again if you want it to show up here. But right now, there's nothing that this does right now. You can't do anything with this shit right at the fuck moment. It's just there. It looks. Well, maybe I'll have something that you can do with it later. But, and see what I mean by pushing everything down? Instead of having to keep up with what line you're on all the time, like in your H file or whatever, it just defaults to line, like, I think, what, 22, but line 21. Because you got a negative, you got a minus, like, 1, because it starts at 0. Well, this, like, the lines of the page start at 0. No, that's about as far as I've got with it. You got some themes. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. Whoops. Yeah, okay. I forgot. It's not ready yet. There's still a few things that aren't ready with it. You can also set like what file directory you're on, like here. Right now I'm just in like a test, I guess what like I'm calling a test environment. Because overall, like, you gotta have, like, you'd be in documents, like your documents, Unreal Engine, like the class or the Unreal Engine folder, I guess, or well, hold on, let me just go over here. You'd be something like this right here, in your whatever the project is, the source, and then whatever system it is, module, whatever. Whatevs. Now, how it's working, I've got 2 templates here. And you would think there's maybe stuff in them. There's not much in them, really. It's kind of just like what I would expect. I expect Unreal Engine's wizard to kind of look like in a way. Hell, at that rate, probably don't even have the copyright in Unreal Engine thing. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. These right here are called tokens. I guess something like you would see in like your AI stuff. But these are the tokens that I'm swapping for like with whatever you're making on creation. Then your username, file name, folder name. Then it adds what it needs to add to whatever it is based on what it is. Oh yeah, not here. And I separated it. So I don't know if this is like standard or whatever. I'm not like a fucking expert. Please don't hit me with shit that I don't know about or don't care about. Like, I don't know, for example, I was working on something with some IK stuff one time and some dude was tripping on me for like the naming convention of the IK and the FK bones. I mean, I wasn't the one who invented the naming scheme. I don't know. I don't know why it's named that way, other than the simple fact that the IK bone is placed right here in the hand. It should not be called the I. I mean, I know it controls the whole arm because he was tripping about how it's in the hand and we call it the hand IK, but he was tripping how it controls the whole arm. Yes, yes, I know it controls the whole arm, exactly, but it is placed in the hand just like the foot is placed in the foot. I did not come up with naming conventions. I didn't come up with any of this kind of crap. I'm just doing what I'm doing. So don't trip on me. I don't know. I'm retarded. But this is overall the wizard because I wanted to separate it into three parts. Well, two parts really, but this part I guess just kind of happened. This is like the entry point for the Windows protocols or procedures. I don't know. It's kind of like where I'm interfacing with Windows. Other than like here too, like this is like the system UI where I'm pulling these things from here, from over here, just so it's not as dirty or whatever. I don't want like a whole bunch of like shit over in that one and like having to search through every fucking thing, which there's a fucking lot here. There's a lot here. Um, but yeah, just trying to get it going and working. I mean, the theme thing was probably the freaking hardest thing. You could have probably, oh, if you don't do theme stuff on this, or if you just suck up and use I Am Gumi, or I guess that, what was that one dude that I was watching? It was called Hazel or something. If you would just use that, it would probably be so much easier. Oh my god, the theme stuff is stupid. It's very stupid. Windows is dumb. But for the most part, I got my themes set up. Other than the changing of the themes and that members list being stupid at the moment, I'll fix that later. And then here's my wizard. I'm calling a wizard. It has like your variable inputs. Yes, I don't have everything that I have or whatever. All the variables that you can make. I know. I know this. I'm just slowly getting everything together. And I have some things hidden. Because this is what I'm using for the tell me whether it's a variable input or both. And then eventually I'm gonna have getter, setter, a few other things. Um, but I was just trying to create some. I was bored, needed something to do. I was tired of making them damn material expressions one by one and all that crap. But it's nothing malicious. It's really just just adding to the lines and creating the things from the templates. Nothing crazy. At least I don't think it should be anything crazy, but alright, I don't know. I rambled on too much. The video's gone on too long. I just wanted to show off this. I don't know when it's done or when it's close to done or whatever. Like, I don't know, when I get it to a point I'm happy with. I guess I might try to release it or something or make it downloadable. If anybody wants to use it, maybe tell me if there are any bugs that I missed or something. It'd be very cool. Um, I really want to release it for free, but I don't know. Part of me says I should try to like get a little money out of it or something because I'm a lazy broke bitch and I need to help my wife, but uh I don't know how other than like writing my code and stuff. Because I'm not working, like, unless I absolutely have to, I'm not working at McDonald's. I mean, at this point right now, I can't. Kid goes to school, wife works the night shift. I literally have like 4 hours in the morning where she could watch the kid and I could actually work before she goes to bed. But no one's going to hire me for 4 hours at like 8 o'clock in the morning to like 4 in the evening. So I'm pretty much boned until I guess either the kid goes to school or gets out of school. But the problem with the school thing is, I mean, I can't find no one to hire me during the morning time either. And I mean, yeah, I would be limited to like McDonald's and stuff, but I don't know. I'm just trying to help my wife out a little bit, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I might put it up like some of those guys do, where they put it up for free. But like, if you want to donate to them or whatever, or what you think you pay, what you think it's worth, or some crap, I don't know. A lot of people just pay zero anyways. Some people try to help the person. I don't know, for their work. I don't know. And I mean, I'm retarded, so I don't even know why I should be asking money for my work. I mean, I have no idea. But, I don't know. Take it easy. Peace.